This analysis compares the Minnesota Vikings quarterback performance under two distinct contexts during the 2025 regular season. No play-action dropbacks and play-action dropbacks. The contrast between veteran Carson Wentz and rookie J.J. McCarthy highlights how each performs in traditional pocket settings versus schemed deception plays. 1. No play-action passing. True drop-back efficiency. This section isolates passing performance without any play-action or rollout mechanics, a direct test of a quarterback's ability to process defenses, read coverage, and deliver from structure without schematic aid. Overall team context. Without the benefit of play-action deception, Minnesota's passing success relies heavily on pre-snap recognition, pocket control, and quick decision-making. The Vikings' data reveals a clear divide between the two quarterbacks. Carson Wentz exhibits consistency, timing, and command within structure, while J.J. McCarthy shows flashes of explosive vertical potential, but also volatility and inefficiency. Carson Wentz, veteran efficiency and controlled execution. Carson Wentz's metrics in non-play action scenarios illustrate a quarterback who thrives on rhythm and precision. He completed 55 of 74 passes, 74.3%, producing a completion percentage over expected, CPOE, of plus 7.5%, meaning he completes passes at a rate significantly above expectation given throw difficulty. His expected points added, EPA, totals, plus 1.3 overall, and plus 0.13 per dropback, indicating steady drive value. He averages 7.8 air yards per attempt, showing a balanced mix between short and intermediate throws, and his deep attempt rate of 12.2% suggests a selective approach to vertical passing. Wentz's time to throw, TTT, of 2.48 seconds highlights rapid processing, a rhythm-based, timing-oriented style. Under pressure, he was blitzed on 21.6% of dropbacks, but maintained poise, earning a quarterback efficiency score of 31.8 and generating an average receiver separation of 3.3 yards. In summary, Wentz functions as a quick game distributor, executing short concepts such as slants, outs, and curls with precision. His consistency and CPOE indicate strong timing, while his lower vertical volume reflects a controlled, stability-oriented approach. Strengths: accuracy, quick decision-making, effective blitz management. Weaknesses: limited vertical aggression and moderate drive explosiveness. J.J. McCarthy, vertical aggression with inconsistent efficiency. Rookie quarterback J.J. McCarthy represents the opposite profile: bold, aggressive, and inconsistent. He completed 17 of 28 passes, 60.7%, with a CPOE of 0.0%, indicating average accuracy relative to throw difficulty. However, his total EPA of minus 2.3 and EPA per dropback of minus 0.60 show that his drives often regress in value. McCarthy's average air yards per attempt, 11.1, demonstrate a vertical mindset, and his deep attempt rate, 17.9%, confirms that nearly 1 in 5 throws is deep. However, his TTT of 3.16 seconds reflects slower processing, as he tends to hold the ball for deeper reads. He faced a blitz rate of 30.6%, which tested his poise, and while his receivers averaged 3.6 yards of separation, his turnover-worthy throw rate, TW%, of 17.9% underscores high-risk decision-making. Overall, McCarthy's aggressive style creates big play potential but leads to inefficiency and negative EPA. He needs to improve timing, protection recognition, and pressure handling to convert his vertical upside into consistent success. Strengths: deep passing confidence, willingness to attack coverage, arm strength. Weaknesses: slow processing, high turnover risk, poor efficiency under blitz pressure. Comparative summary: Carson Wentz outperforms McCarthy in most structural metrics: accuracy, CPOE, EPA, and timing. McCarthy compensates with vertical depth and aggression, but at the cost of efficiency. Analytical takeaways: Wentz offers drive-level consistency and on-schedule rhythm. McCarthy brings vertical potential but erratic results. Minnesota's offense reveals a philosophical contrast between structural efficiency and explosive ambition. Strategic recommendations: keep Wentz in quick-hitting rhythm concepts, mesh, stick, dagger, to sustain high EPA. Use McCarthy in run-pass option, RPO, and half-field read structures to simplify progressions and lower his TTT. Mix in bootlegs and play action to disguise protections and play to McCarthy's arm talent. Summary: in non-play action situations, Carson Wentz is Minnesota's steady operator, accurate, decisive, and efficient. J.J. McCarthy is the high-variance aggressor, capable of deep strikes but prone to inefficiency. The Vikings' offensive direction depends on which identity they prioritize: Wentz's control or McCarthy's explosiveness. 2. Play-action passing. Efficiency under deception. Play-action passing typically leverages run fakes to open intermediate windows and slow pass rushers, creating higher expected efficiency. However, Minnesota's 2025 play-action game has been unexpectedly inefficient across both quarterbacks. Overview: underperforming play-action scheme. Despite the schematic advantages of play-action, both quarterbacks record a 53.8% completion rate, negative EPA per dropback, and poor CPOE. These results suggest execution issues rather than scheme flaws. Carson Wentz, overstriding and underproducing. Wentz completed 14 of 26 play-action passes, 53.8%, with a CPOE of negative 13.6% and EPA per dropback of negative 0.04, signaling inefficiency despite open receivers. His average air yards per attempt, 6.4, show conservative targeting, and his deep attempt rate, 7.7%, indicates limited vertical intent. With a TTT of 2.77 seconds, Wentz executes quickly, but the offense yields minimal explosive gain. Receivers averaged 4.3 yards of separation, yet poor accuracy reduced conversion. His turnover-worthy throw rate, 3.8%, remains controlled but does not offset the lack of production. Interpretation: Wentz's play-action struggles appear mechanical. Inconsistent footwork and conservative reads minimize the value of deception. Strengths: timing, turnover avoidance. Weaknesses: poor downfield accuracy, lack of vertical rhythm. J.J. McCarthy, aggressive but error-prone. McCarthy's play-action efficiency mirrors Wentz's inefficiency but adds volatility. He completed 7 of 13 passes, 53.8%, with a CPOE of negative 14.2% and EPA per dropback of negative 0.61, indicating negative drive value. His average air yards per attempt, 8.5, and deep attempt rate, 15.4%, confirm his willingness to attack downfield, but his TTT, 3.13 seconds, suggests prolonged reads. Average separation, 3.8 yards, is adequate, but his turnover-worthy throw rate, 15.4%, underscores reckless downfield decision-making. Interpretation: McCarthy's play-action game leans on deep and intermediate concepts, posts, crossers, seams, but falters due to off-platform accuracy issues and slow decision timing. Strengths: downfield confidence, arm talent. Weaknesses: high turnover potential, inconsistent mechanics, comparative breakdown, tactical implications. Both quarterbacks failed to translate favorable spacing into production, likely a mechanical, not schematic, problem. Wentz's play-action rhythm lacks vertical exploitation. McCarthy's accuracy deficits negate his aggressive intent. Scheme adjustments should focus on simplifying reads and resynchronizing timing with receiver routes. Strategic recommendations. For Wentz, emphasize quick play-action routes, slants, shallow crossers, to restore rhythm. For McCarthy, use max protection, deep crossers, and defined bootlegs to extend time and simplify reads. For the offense overall, start with short play-action designs to rebuild rhythm before layering vertical concepts. Summary: Minnesota's 2025 play-action game underperforms due to poor execution, not design flaws. Wentz is safe but ineffective, while McCarthy is aggressive but inaccurate. To recover EPA efficiency, the Vikings must tailor play-action timing to Wentz's quick-trigger precision and McCarthy's deep ball strength. Final analytical insight. In essence, Minnesota's quarterback room embodies two ends of the spectrum: Wentz's control versus McCarthy's chaos. Without play-action, Wentz sustains drives through timing and structure. McCarthy stretches the field but sacrifices stability. With play-action, both falter, a sign of execution breakdown rather than system design. For the Vikings to optimize 2025 offensive output, they must align play-action mechanics, protection timing, and route layering to each quarterback's specific processing tempo and comfort zone. Minnesota Vikings passing efficiency versus no blitz and blitz defenses, 2025 regular season. No blitz passing efficiency, clean pocket control versus processing delays. This analysis examines the Minnesota Vikings passing efficiency against no blitz defenses during the 2025 regular season, comparing the performance of Carson Wentz and J.J. McCarthy. No blitz situations, which feature standard four-man rushes and deeper coverage shells, test a quarterback's ability to read defenses, anticipate openings, and deliver throws accurately without the disruption of additional rushers. When defenses refrain from blitzing, quarterbacks generally enjoy clearer reads and more time in the pocket, making success heavily dependent on pre-snap recognition, timing, and coverage anticipation. In this environment, Minnesota's two quarterbacks display a sharp divergence in performance. Carson Wentz thrives in rhythm-based structure and timing control, while rookie J.J. McCarthy struggles to sustain drive efficiency despite similar protection and time to throw. Carson Wentz, veteran poise and timing efficiency. Wentz's no-blitz performance demonstrates his command of structure and precision passing. He completed 56 of 75 passes, 74.7%, an elite accuracy rate that includes a completion percentage over expected, CPOE, of plus 6.0%, meaning he completes throws at a rate 6 percentage points higher than what would be expected based on difficulty. His expected points added, EPA totals, plus 8.4 overall and plus 0.09 EPA per dropback, reflecting consistently positive drive efficiency. He averages 6.7 air yards per attempt, emphasizing controlled intermediate routes, and attempts deep passes on 12.0% of his throws, showing selective vertical aggression. His time to throw, TTT, is a quick 2.57 seconds, a sign of decisive reads and strong pocket rhythm. His receivers average 3.7 yards of separation, suggesting moderate coverage windows, while his turnover-worthy throw rate, TW%, of 9.3% is acceptable for his passing volume. Overall, Wentz operates efficiently within a timing-based system, thriving on short and intermediate routes such as slants, digs, and dagger concepts. His quick release and anticipation allow him to keep the offense on schedule and produce sustained EPA gains even without play-action deception. Strengths: timing, accuracy, and pocket rhythm. Weaknesses: limited deep shot frequency and capped explosive potential. J. McCarthy: hesitant processing and inconsistent drive value. In contrast, rookie J. McCarthy's results reveal the growing pains of a young passer still mastering coverage identification. He completed 18 of 27 throws, 66.7%, with a CPOE of negative 1.3%, indicating near-expected accuracy without notable outperformance. His EPA figures are minus 6.4 total and minus 0.18 EPA per dropback, both negative indicators of stalled drives and inefficiency. McCarthy averages 8.3 air yards per attempt, reflecting a more vertical orientation than Wentz, and attempts deep passes on 14.8% of his throws. However, his TTT of 3.13 seconds is much slower, indicating delayed reads and extended pocket holds. His receivers average 3.9 yards of separation, showing open targets, but his timing often prevents accurate exploitation of those windows. His turnover-worthy throw rate of 14.8% is considerably higher, demonstrating risk from late decisions and forced deep attempts. The data portrays McCarthy as a quarterback with physical tools and aggression, but insufficient processing speed for disciplined zone defenses. His vertical mindset leads to big play attempts, yet the timing delay results in negative EPA and elevated turnover risk. Strengths: arm strength, confidence to attack deeper routes. Weaknesses: slow progressions, delayed reads, and inefficiency from clean pockets. Comparative insights: Carson Wentz's 74.7% completion rate and positive EPA showcase efficient pocket management and quick rhythm, while McCarthy's deeper targeting profile yields higher risk without commensurate reward. Wentz clearly outperforms his rookie counterpart in accuracy, decision speed, and consistency, underscoring the advantage of experience in structured passing environments. Tactical implications and strategy. Protection doesn't equal productivity. Both quarterbacks face minimal pressure against four-man rushes, but only Wentz converts that protection into efficiency. McCarthy's deep aggression hurts consistency. His 8.3 air yards per attempt reflect ambition, but also drive volatility. Wentz excels in quick game concepts. His 2.57-second release makes him ideal for West Coast concepts, like stick, spacing, and slant flat. Defensive counter moves: expect opponents to drop into too high shells, and test McCarthy's patience, exploiting his slow reads. Analytical summary: against non-blitz defenses, Minnesota's offense functions best through Wentz's rhythm-based precision. His efficiency and EPA gains confirm he can sustain drives when protected. McCarthy's inefficiency under the same conditions underscores a developmental need for faster processing and timing discipline. When pressure is absent, winning comes from mental speed, not arm strength, and in that domain, Wentz holds the clear advantage. Strategic recommendations. For Wentz: utilize high-tempo quick passes, mesh, dagger, and run-pass option glance concepts to exploit soft zones early in the down. For McCarthy, employ half-field reads and pre-snap motion to simplify defensive identification and speed up progressions. Focus his playbook on in-breaking routes and layered seams that match his arm strength but reduce processing load. Summary: Carson Wentz is the structured, efficient distributor. J.J. McCarthy is the volatile playmaker whose processing delays erode drive stability.